Good afternoon, people of Texas. It is 6 minutes before 1 o'clock, May 11th, 2021. I am making this formal announcement and overture, I suppose you could say. I happened upon something recently. I understand it to be a very important part of Texas history. It's one of the things about Texas. Texas has a very significant and very profound history. There's a lot that I've learned from some of the official formal documents that have been produced by state printing offices, and I happened upon something that might be understood as memorabilia, or might have been even considered to be, I don't know, antique. But I also understand it is an official government document. It was produced by the Commissioner of the General Land Office. A very notable thing about this is the General Land Office is a specifically, and the only originally specifically referenced governmental entity in the Texas Constitution. It has to do with the history of Texas land. I'm going to show it to you right here. It has a very, very important outline of the history of the relationship that the state of Texas, as well as the Republic of Texas, had to land, its apportionment, its original considerations regarding valuation, the manners in which it was financed, the manners in which it was connected to determinations regarding access to mineral rights, including the difference between gold and silver and the later mineral interest connected to the exploration and discovery of gas and oil in the state of Texas. This is our history. This is the kind of thing I understand and believe it would be appropriate to bond, including bond connected to things that are ongoing, hoping for development of infrastructure in other parts of the state, a continuation or perpetuation up to and including a refunding of already anticipated or obligated bonds associated with different areas of the state of Texas. But unfortunately, as much as I would, as the Attorney General, be very proud to be a part of that, to share with that, and to give a explication of it, and to provide a acknowledgement of the appreciation that I have for the state and the people of Texas, as well as the vast and amazing history of Texas, there is a concern. It just so happens that the man who was the commissioner at the time has a last name very similar to another person who purported himself to be in performance of a sort of pseudo governmental entity in the state of Texas. And that is why it behooves us all in the state of Texas to take serious consideration of what is identified as the silver haired legislature. Now, as far as I know, there's actually no constitutional authority for this pseudo governmental body. But my concern is that it has been allowed to operate in a manner that actually aids and abets crime, including crime involving the retirement system. I'm also very concerned that a misrepresentation of an appropriate acknowledgement of the blue sky laws of the state of Texas, as well as the relationship between the operations of the Texas government in consideration of distinctions of property available for public use, as well as the private property of the people of Texas, which is constitutionally protected, has been disabused as part of some sort of activities that are not constitutionally protected. And in the course of this, has allowed for violations of the constitutional rights of the people of Texas. I say this both as an acknowledgement and an appreciation for all that Texas has to offer, but also as a warning against the potential for its abuse by people that do not actually justify and legitimize the activities they attempt to engage in the name of or in the stead of the people of Texas exercising our constitutional rights, up to and including our constitutional right to alter, reform, or abolish the government as necessary. Is it time for us to dismantle formally and potentially even prosecute the silver haired legislature? Well, then the question becomes, do we have silver hairs in the official legislature or in official government roles outside of this pseudo governmental body that are being mimicked by the pseudo governmental body itself? That's a question we need to explore very, very quickly and that we need to reconcile very, very quickly. I wish the people of Texas a good day. I look forward to speaking with you more in the future on a formal basis and hope that we can deal with some of the outstanding issues and that we can take stock and we can take advantage of all of the beautiful things we have in our history to offer us. I have contended for a long time. It is unfortunate that thus far the actual history of Texas has not been put to better use. We have a lot to offer, not only our own selves and our own people, our own children, as well as our own companions and our colleagues. We have a lot to offer the world if we actually acknowledge the authentic history we have. I'm very grateful that I was able to find this. The truth is, it belongs to us. It's our history. We should be able to celebrate it. We should be able to apply it. But it is not appropriate to parody it in order to sabotage either other people within our own state or to misabuse what we have so that we can sabotage others that might otherwise be our allies and friends. Have a good day.